Hello, and welcome. I have great pleasure tonight in presenting a tribute to an Australian artist who has not only been forgotten, but who has also, even in his own lifetime, been absolutely unknown. Archibald Reynolds made a contribution to Australian ballet which simply cannot be underestimated. His work is only now beginning to receive the attention it deserves. Tonight, we present this documentary on his life, produced in collaboration with the BBC.
Archibald Reynolds was born on the 1st of April, 1900. He was the son of Cecil and Agnes Reynolds, successful glue manufacturers of Pleasant Hills. The young Archibald was a beautiful child with a mass of fair, curly hair. Even as a boy, he loved to dance and would invent ballets of his own on the lawn. But as he grew older, fate was to play Archibald a cruel trick. It was thought that Archibald's build would banish hopes of his being a dancer, but he shocked his parents by announcing that he was going to audition for the Borovansky Ballet.
I remember I was in my first year and we all thought we were frightfully lucky to be in the company. And there was a boy who used to come along every day wanting to join. Of course, there was no hope, but he would come along every day and the teachers would throw him out, but the next day he'd be back again.
His enthusiasm, like everything else about him, was enormous. As he drove them mad writing letters asking for auditions. Well, they tried to talk him into doing something else with his life, but all he ever wanted to do was dance. I think persistence was his greatest quality. In fact, it was his only quality.
Failing to gain a place in any Australian ballet school, Archibald took the inheritance from his parents who had died of embarrassment and embarked for Europe. Here he danced his way across the continent while being rejected by ballet schools in Paris, Berlin, Moscow, London, and Rome. Home once again, Archibald determined that he would from then on form his own company and stage his own ballets. This rare footage, filmed out of doors, depicts his ballet, The Dance of Joy. Narcissus is hunting in the forest. Overcome with the beauty of nature, he dances a dance of joy to the coming of spring. He then sees a woodland pond and catches sight of his own reflection. Cupid, hiding nearby, fires an arrow, striking Narcissus and causing him to fall in love. Narcissus dies, but the dance of joy lives on. The ballet was not a success.
I think the Dance of Joy was very ahead of its time. Very. In fact, I don't think the world will ever be ready for it.
They passed a law prohibiting him from ever doing another public performance. Yes, I think it was after that that Archie became a bit of a recluse.
Disappointed by adverse public reaction, Archibald locked himself away in his hotel room and devoted himself entirely to developing new forms of dance. Finally, in 1938,
Today, the only monument to Archibald James Reynolds is this tiny, almost insignificant grave tucked away in a corner of the Pleasant Hills Cemetery. But this year, on the 50th anniversary of his death, the Australian government has commissioned a new ballet dealing with his life. The lead role is to be danced by Australian shot-put champion Rodney Pock. The title of the work, that phrase which so aptly and so completely sums up the life of Archibald James Reynolds. born to dance.